How's it going, ghouls, goons, atheists, and Christians, and whoever else you want to classify yourselves as? This is Crazy316. Most of you have seen my Thanks Evolution video, which was full of extreme sarcasm, and it was designed to fail. It was designed to be a trick to make you respond the way that most of you actually responded. Only 3 of you or so responded as if this was a joke and realized that this video was done, something was wrong with the video. So congratulations to you, and thank you for the rest of you that fell into my little category of people that I wanted you to fall into, which would include SM Pundits, the Stallion 76, and all the other people that left all the nasty comments that I wanted them to leave. I actually even argued with some of you on purpose, the first group of you, to make it sound like I was actually making a stand for this video. For example, one user, I said, genome sequencing is distorted when showing chromosome counts as irrelevant. Now, I don't even know what I said right there. I just threw it together because it was hilarious the way this user was responding. I do, however, know that chromosome counts are irrelevant to structure and complexity of design. For example, you could have the same amount of chromosome counts as a tree, knowing good and well we're a lot more complex than a tree. So, to another user I said, you believe we evolved from rocks and gravel. Knowing good and well, more than just rocks and gravel, just matter. It was, there were chemicals that were being compressed and put through all kinds of crazy conditions back in those times, as the theory goes. But I made it like that to oversimplify purposely and to make you say, oh, the guy's an idiot. It was designed to do that. It was designed to make you mad. It was designed to make you angry. It was designed to attack certain people and stuff that happened in their life, which were true, about Darwin and Marx, what happened in their life, and then apply what they did in their lives to the theory of evolution and blame it on the theory, because it is designed to do exactly what a lot of atheists do concerning Bible arguments. That includes stuff, for example, like the Old Testament Mosaic Law stuff. Well, people will be like, God told you to stone homosexuals and to stone adulterers and rapists and people who work on the Sabbath. Says you can't mix 2 cloths together, you can't eat animals that chew cud and have hooves and stuff like that, knowing good and well that when you actually study and cross-reference, there's a reason for that, and that that law has been hammered to the cross when Jesus Christ was resurrected. So, but people still try to apply that today. Also, a lot of people try to say stuff like, for example, SM Pundits or whatever his name is. I wanted him to respond about the Christian divorce and how Christians do this and your religion is this. It's funny. I wanted to go off topic to that because people will try to, when I say what I'm about to say, people will say, oh, that's a no true Scotsman fallacy, but the fact remains the same that just because you claim you're a Christian does not make you a Christian. By the logic of most of you that posted all these Hitler quotes, he is a Christian, but that's just not the case, and it's not true when a Christian is someone who follows the teachings of Christ. Now, the teachings of Christ were of forgiveness and loving your neighbor, so applying that to Hitler is not applicable. Anyway, that being said, on Christian divorces, it is true that Christians have exceedingly more and more becoming less of an example for the world. That is our fault. However, we are not perfect people. We never. I hope we don't. I hope some of us don't profess to be perfect, because we're not. We can sin just like the next person. The difference is that we know we fix it, and the worldly sinner does not. So, in contrast to that, though, I can bring up thousands of examples of Christians who have had rocky marriages and have done it Bible way and have come out with Bible results. When you do things Bible way, you always get Bible results. And a lot of people, Christians or fake Christians, people who claim to be them, don't follow Scripture. And when they don't, stuff collapses, and that's what happens. So it's not about the Bible like atheists try to do. That's exactly why I compiled the video like I did. They say the Christian does this, therefore the Bible is this. So that takes care of that. Now, when it comes to the old Mosaic law stuff not being relevant to the new covenant, I will post that somewhere on the screen or in the description box so we can handle that. But now it was designed to make you feel exactly the way we feel when you bring stupid arguments like you do concerning the Bible. In part 3 of my video that I want to make, I do want to go into detail about the theory instead of the people behind, or that were into the theory. I want to go into detail into the theory and some things that just don't click and don't work out for me and don't work out for the vast majority of people, because it's just applying something like microevolution and the creation of antibiotics and stuff like that, and applying minute changes and minute minute things like that, and applying it to a broad spectrum of stuff where it more than likely should not be. Mutations only go to a certain point. I'll get more into that, like I said, in the third video, though. But that was the whole point of that video. It was to make you guys respond the way you did. The Stallion 76 did exactly what I wanted him to do, because I already destroyed him in Bible scripture on somebody else's video. So I'm just quite glad that it was him that made the Bible arguments that he just did. And on my next video, I will be posting very, very shortly after this one. It's actually already done. You will see the destruction of the type of arguments that these type of atheists, I won't say all, that these type of atheists try to come up with, knowing good and well they haven't read the Bible, they haven't studied it, they claim to, and they make all these fallacious claims. We're going to expose him in a second. But that was the whole point to this video. Now, I used Dr. Kent Haven's slides because I knew that most of you hate Dr. Kent Haven, and it would make you all that more angrier and all the more in a rage if I used them and his graphs for the period of time that all these rises have occurred, and the fact that evolution started being taught in schools around the same time. I thought it would be hilarious to combine the two and see the reactions of most of you. Causation without correlation. As if I don't know what that means. But it's funny. I do agree with some of his points in when he questions certain things about evolution, because there are certain things that need to be questioned. And a lot of atheists that I have talked to agree that it's not a 100% perfect theory, and it's not. There are some things that are in there that are just ridiculous, that I'm going to need further breakdown to understand what the heck is going on. So we'll get into that, like I said again, in the third video. But anyway, even though that's the case, he has defeated quite a lot of people in debate. So has Dr. Frank Turek, who is another creationist that has defeated people like Christopher Hitchens in debate, stuff like that. So this is not a perfect theory. I've had people will agree with that, even though they say there is empirical evidence of evolution. Some parts of evolution are right, which would be the parts that influenced biology and microbiology and stuff that they should teach. But when it comes to stuff that hasn't been observed and is blatantly are blatant assertions, that's where I have a problem and issues with. So this is Crazy 316. I'm out. Enjoy the rest. Maybe we can actually learn something from each other.